Hey, what's up? This is Jared with the iPhone App Podcast. We're going to take a look at Dietician. Now, I started using Dietician, and I realized that the more I use it, the less I'll have to show you. So, when you launch, basically it's going to give you a disclaimer, which, obviously apps and stuff like this are no replacement for hiring somebody, like a dietitian or something like that. These are just kind of to give you an idea. But this app will do a pretty good job. So you got to go in and enter some of your information, what type of diet plan and meal variety you want, how much preparation effort, and it gives you kind of an idea of what that's going to look like. So as you fill these out, it's going to be able to give you ideas. So, I can throw in, different things that I want in my meals, which of course is pretty much everything because I like food. So now I got to enter in some of my information. So let's do that. Come on, get out of my way. Alright, so let's go and enter my date of birth. And male and 6 feet. And my goal weight, I would like to get down to about 185 back. And current weight, my current weight is 205. Alright, so now that I have all those settings there, I could generate some meals. And so it's going to go and create my meal plan. It's probably connecting to the internet right now and pulling back some information. And that could take a few minutes. Could not generate your diet. Please use less restrictive diet. Let's just say a balanced meal plan then. And how about medium? I didn't necessarily think that it was going to be that. I wasn't being that finicky on my selections, so let's see how it does now. Now that I've kind of widened my thoughts. Less restrictive. Now, I don't necessarily... blocked foods. Oops. That's what I get for reading way too fast. Let's not block anything but shellfish. See, that was my own fault. Now let's generate. See what happens. So now it's generating meal plans for the next week. It's going to pull back information for... Actually, it's going out to, looks like the rest of the month. Now that I've opened it up a little bit. So as you can see, I mean, you can't cut out too much because you're going to have meals with some of this stuff. And then, of course, with any meal plan, there are things you could substitute and stuff. So, if something comes back, and you don't happen to have it, you can substitute. I know I do that, and I haven't had a actual nutritionist before, but I've worked with books and stuff like that. So, all right, so it's given me some ideas for today's meal. So a bagel and cream cheese for, possibly for breakfast, or some fruit and eggs or something like that. Just give me some ideas right here. I can go and click on meals, and I can look at my meals, my meal ideas by date that it brought. So it's giving you different stuff all the time. So the idea of, eating right means that I have to have a shake for breakfast, a shake for lunch, and a sensible dinner is, kind of far-fetched, because they're giving you all kinds of good stuff, like a BLT salad. I mean, that sounds pretty good to me. Chicken and cheese quesadilla, grilled chicken salad. I mean, come on, that sounds pretty good to me. And then you have a weight tracker, so you can go in and you can track your weight as well to see if this diet's actually working for you, or maybe you might have to, make it be a little bit more strict, because everybody's body is different and, works with the amount of calories and food intake differently. So, like I tend to, if I want to lose weight, have to cut out a lot of calories compared to what I would like to eat. So, it just really, depends on how it works. So, groceries, what's really neat is it actually tells you what groceries you're going to need to buy. And I think that's great, because I don't necessarily know what some of these things require in order to make. So it gives you a grocery list of all of these things, and you can choose, today, tomorrow, 7 days, or 14 days, so that you can really buy in advance. And then, of course, you've got some options here: generate new plan, or generate additional meals, just in case you weren't cool with the amount that it gave you, which is quite a bit. So let's take a look at this broccoli deal here. It gives us the ingredients, the name, and preparation, and all the nutritional facts. So I mean, that's amazing. This app basically is a nutritionist because it's giving us all the information. It's even teaching us how to make it. It's telling us what to get and how much of what to get so that we can make these meals. So this is a great app. I've been using a app that's kind of a calorie logger, and I've been, logging calories and stuff, and sometimes I'll look things up to see how many calories they are before I eat them. But this is really neat here because now we're looking at this meal that's got a certain amount of calories and carbs and fat and everything, and a good amount of protein. And I mean, this sounds great to me. So 17 minutes to prepare it, that's not really too bad. So I think that this app really has hit the mark. I think everything's great about this app. I don't have any complaints about it, except for the fact that I entered the information in wrong at the beginning. One thing that I always have an issue with is the little eye icon up here in the top corner. And if it's in the top corner or the bottom corner, I seem to really often have issues. And it may be because, there we go. Yeah, I was going to say it should work, but I tend to have issues sometimes with those little icons because they're so tiny. I would rather see stuff like that under options or whatever. So you can go to their website, email support, or read a disclaimer again, which I recommend you read anyways before you dive into using an app like this to change your diet and everything. So Dietician, great app. Definitely check it out if you're looking to, it's not too late to get started on, a New Year's resolution of trying to lose a couple pounds. So this app would be great for you. So that's going to do it for today's podcast. Thanks for checking it out. We'll see you next time on the iPhone App Podcast.